John Cena's bizarre relationship with China. To be honest, I've always wondered about this, so I'm curious to see that, man. I am.
John Cena and China. A relationship as strong as developing countries in massive debt and China. Celebrity relationships with foreign countries are a weird spectrum.
Please show Dennis Rodman and Kim Jong-un. Please, please do it.
Obvious ones like Shakira being big in Colombia. Then you have Ariana Grande speaking Japanese.
What the hell?
After that is where you get into a bit of the strange area, especially when you see relationships with individuals, not just countries. Once you start entering the zone, there are some really bizarre celebrity relationships with other countries, and I'd put John Cena just below Steven Seagal and Alexander.
Dude, he didn't even say Dennis Rodman. That's the best one. Dennis Rodman, who's fans with the guy that runs North Korea. I mean, come on. Like, El Chapo, yeah, you know, it is what it is. That's the best one. Come on.
Shenko, but not as far down as Dennis Rodman and Kim Jong.
My man. My man. My man. Okay, all right. I'm about to say, you're going to forget that one. I was about to say, yeah, there you go. Okay, this is a good video. Dennis Rodman, of all people.
Now, John Cena, I don't know if you know this, is mega famous.
He's
a bit of a jack of all trades.
John Cena, by the way, he has fulfilled, last time I checked, he has fulfilled more Make-A-Wish requests than any other person ever. John Cena's not a bad guy. Like, he's not a bad guy. He's not like this terrible, evil person. He's a good guy.
Maybe the first or second most famous wrestler of all time, behind maybe Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
He's probably...
Oh my God! He's also hosted game shows like Modern Wipeout and an awful reboot of What It Used to Be. Speaking of awful, he's now a main character in an awful series of movies you might have heard of called Wild Speed. Now, why am I
wonder what that's
you all
like.
This? You already know this, right? Yes, it's because you're a normie.
Well, we call you.
I didn't even know that.
What's
yeah, I had no
common
idea.
amongst all of these things?
I don't watch
game
TV shows.
Modern wrestling, movies. They're huge amongst normies.
True.
Why is this important? If it's huge with normies, it means the United States can ship it overseas.
Oh shit.
Great returns. People love the stereotype of American badass, ridiculous, I don't give a fuck culture.
We have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden.
And with a market as...
Oh my God. Like, actually just fucking said a permanent compromise. Like, imagine announcing that. That is probably the biggest fucking... That is so good. You get to announce that Osama bin Laden got taken down in front of an audience full of people watching wrestling. Like, that's just... Man, that is so good. That's the best day you could possibly have.
As massive as China. If you can get in, you can make huge profits.
Oh yeah.
That's why so many American entertainment industries are trying to appeal to Chinese audiences, sometimes even before Western countries. Star Wars, just edit out the gay scenes, and bam.
I gotta show y'all this. I gotta show y'all a little bit of something funny that I really wish these places would stop doing. I wish they would stand behind their words. I talk about this with Star Wars, and it's not really with Star Wars, it's with Disney in general. Is that Star Wars, like, recently there's been like some clowns that have been making fun of like this girl. They don't like her, I guess because people think that she's black and shit, which is like obviously cringe as fuck. But like, look at what Disney does in order to like placate people on the other side of the world. Now, can anybody... There's something that's not there. What is it? What could it wow. Can anybody spot the difference? She's just a bad actor? Maybe she's a bad character, right? But like, all I'm saying is like, there are people that do that, right? They do that. Like, I'm not saying it never happened. I'm not saying it always happened. Maybe people have legitimate complaints, but like, there are people that do that too. I just noticed. Yeah, exactly. Look at this. And y'all want to see the even better one? Let me see if I can find it here real quick. I gotta find it. Shit. Where's the one, the Black Panther one? That's that one's even better. I'm just trying to see if I can pick it up. Where the hell is this? Shit, I thought I had a picture of it. Okay, all right, I'll do this. Panther China poster, okay? Yeah, here we go. These are the two different posters in America and in China. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that just so absolutely fucking crazy that they do this? Like, it's like people shit on young Anakin too? Yeah, I know, but like all I'm saying is like it's actually bad. Like, Disney is so virtuous. I just wish that they would stand up for this shit. Like, Disney is one of the biggest companies in the world. Like, if Disney can't take a pay cut for dealing with this shit and being able to, like, stand up for their actors, like, why not? Like, what you can't survive as a company without doing this shit? It's so frustrating for me to see this, man. It really is. China's massive, though. I know China's massive. China's so massive that it'll get Disney to censor black people off of their own fucking posters. Oh my God, man. China makes them a lot of money. It sure does. It's the biggest market in the world. I guess so. And this is what it is. Oh my God. China's literally about #1. Yeah. But does the movie change or not? Or is it only the image in the movie? I can't answer that. I don't know.
Chinese box office hit. The NBA, LeBron James hates.
Yeah.
Marvel cape shit movies,
What's
ship
this
them
here?
out. God, I can't take it anymore. Please make them stop. Most of the American content shipped overseas is meant to be as generic and as bland as possible to please other cultures.
This is from
It's
fucking
rare you get
20
something
years
of
ago.
quality
100
getting
years ago
massive
almost.
in other countries.
Oh, yeah.
However, it can happen. Being able to ship something like John Cena overseas should sell very well in theory.
Yeah.
And, well, it did.
Yeah.
Wait, there's no catch? Well, in the 2010s, the WWE started having shows in China starring our man, John Cena. And it started to take off, meaning lots of dollars for Vince McMahon. While it was no Attitude Era WWE, and let's be honest, nothing will ever come close to Attitude Era WWE.
There's no way you're ever going to go back to, like, 80s and 90s wrestling. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, just, I appreciate, you know, you're trying to do something cool. Like, that's cool. But, like, it's just not going to. I remember back in, like, 3rd or 4th grade, whenever Stone Cold beat The Rock, and everybody at school was talking about it, man. Like, that's all anybody could talk about for, like, the whole week. Oh, my God. It's crazy to think about how long ago that shit was, too. Young Brock Lesnar? Yeah.
Appealed to Chinese audiences. Not much controversy here. It's when we start getting into Cena's acting career that we start to see the cracks in this hunk of a fragile man. John Cena is cast in the new Fast and Furious movie. Dog shit, empty calories movie that nobody will remember in a few months. Perfect.
That's not true, because it came up with the family meme, and at this point, it will never die. That's it. Yeah, that's now Fast and the Furious is unironically cool again because of an internet meme. Literally one word has made an entire fucking billion-dollar franchise popular again.
To ship abroad and make shitloads of money. But they're trying to make this big. So they send their main guy, John Cena, on a tour to China. Now, he'd already built up a bit of a reputation with the WWE in China, so he's a familiar face with the Chinese audience. But he goes the extra mile. He starts living and immersing himself in China. Now, when you think of Chinese cities to live, where do you think? Shanghai.
I have no idea.
Beijing. Shenzhen. What city is fit for a man like John Cena? I mean, when celebrities come to America, where do they stay?
I don't know.
Los Angeles, New York, Miami.
Sure.
So where should John Cena stay in China? Where is fit for a man of his caliber? Yinchuan.
What's wrong with that?
Imagine Jackie Chan coming to America and living in Minneapolis. So anyway, John Cena, who's been living in China, learning Mandarin, and enjoying Chinese culture, goes on a tour promoting his new movie. And in one of those interviews, he calls the Republic of China, aka Taiwan, a country.
Taiwan 是第一次国家.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You don't do that, man. Didn't he watch Hearthstone? Doesn't he know what this is gonna be? Oh my God, that's a bad one.
Now, for those of you who don't know, if a country did this, China would not trade with them. So this is some serious stuff. So he got on his Weibo account and made a very sincere apology to not the Chinese people, although it was directed at them, but directly to the Chinese government. I mean, in a weird way, the John Cena apology does kind of make sense logically. He's built up a big following in China.
Oh, yeah.
He's representing some massive Hollywood studio who's counting on him to bring in the big Juans. If he doesn't do this, he might blacklist both himself and the studio in China. So maybe his hand was forced a little.
Well, it's like, that's the thing, right? And that's the same thing what I was talking about, like, with Disney, right? And the reason why Disney does that, the reason why Disney is going to go and try to, you know, basically, like, allow China to force, like, a racist agenda into their movies is because it makes them money, and there are people that work at Disney, and they get paid by that money. So you do have it's a moral conundrum, where it's like, do you enforce the status quo and allow people that work under you to continue living their life and owning and having a job there? Or do you try to fight against it and then take other people with you and harm them in the process? Because, like, it's not like he can just take the hit and that's it. It's everybody would take the hit, and, like, it could really damage the entire relationship. You know what I mean? Do you see kind of like how that's a problem? When you sell your fucking pride and dignity for money, you're nothing more than a prostitute. Everybody does that. Yeah, everybody does that. It's not really much of a thing, man. They don't care about the people, only money. Well, like, what I'm saying is, like, there are people that are under them. And, yeah, it's like, do you see kind of like what my point is with this? And in China, they won't take any shit. They could easily cut off Disney from their entire country. They don't want to risk that. Yeah, exactly. Extra difficult as publicly traded company, as they're bound to make the stockholders money. Yeah, so I'm not saying that, like, he made the right call. Like, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that I don't think that this is like a clean-cut, like a clean-cut moral decision. Because you do at the same time have a lot of, like, collateral damage of people that were not even involved. I don't think it's a clean moral decision. A trial video? What? There's a trial video? What's going on with that? All right. Let's see the timer. I'm gonna say, guys, listen. All right, let's look at it real quick. Then we get back to the video, okay? People don't want to hear Disney moralizing. Yeah, true. That's what it is. Yeah, it's like, if you're gonna do something like that, like, it's fine, but, like, don't go and fucking play like this two-faced shit. All right, here we go.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So we're breaking down the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial as we anxiously await a verdict out in Fairfield.
What are y'all doing telling me to go look at that? It's not ready. Like, why y'all even tell me to do that? Like, listen, guys, if we're going to do that, I'm going to have the mods time that out, okay? I'm going to have the mods time it out. Like, that's it. I have the mods time it out. Yeah, baited? I'm actually probably going to get rid of the debated emo. Like, I find it to just be, I don't like it. As I said, I feel like kind of a boomer in like a lot of these situations. Is like a lot of like the funny things that people think is like clever or funny on Twitch. Like, I don't think it's funny. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't think it, like, I don't, like, it's not funny to me. It's just like, it's annoying and tedious. I don't know. Maybe I'm like an old man or something. It's just, yeah, I'm a boomer.
All in Mr. Xina.
Hey everyone, Future Ghost Gum here. I think I noticed something while editing this.
What's that?
I have a game theory that John Cena filmed his Wipeout thing in the exact same room, in the exact same clothes as he did his Taiwan apology.
Oh my god.
Presumably on the same day. That's fucking hilarious. Now,
He's like, alright, next, okay. Alright, yeah, let's promote the show. Okay, now let's promote a oppressive government. Okay, alright. You wanna get lunch? Yeah, we're done.
Spineless? Absolutely. Do I think he was acting without outside influences? I'll let you be the judge of that. So why did this apology blow up? Because one of the most jacked and Americanized people in the world is bending the knee to China? Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's also because Western news outlets got a hold of this and started reporting on it. And the true
people hate China. Like, that's really the reason. It's like, people hate China to the extent that they even extend that to hating Chinese people, which is, of course, fucking stupid. But they do that a lot. They absolutely fucking hate China. And I wonder why. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why that are legitimate. I think so. It's not like it's a bad thing to hate China or whatever. Absolutely not. I mean, it depends on like why you hate China, right? Like, but like, yeah, some of the things that they've done and everything, like the Hong Kong shit, like the Taiwan, and just the way that they treat, like the fucking, like they have like camps for people and shit. Like I forgot even how to say their names, like Uyghurs or something like that. I saw like videos about this and like pictures too. It's bad, man. It is bad.
The coffin was the
I think the worst thing that China does is pollution, in my opinion. I think that I've heard a lot of bad stuff about pollution in China and like the damage they do to the environment, because like that is like the pollution, like people in 200 years, all the people that are affected by this shit are going to be dead, right? But then the people in 200 years are going to be even more affected by the world. It's like you're not ruining just the current people on the world, you're ruining the people in perpetuity. Like I fucking hate that shit. Says me. Well, what do you mean? I never, bro, I actually recycle. I don't want to hear that. Like whenever I have a coal mine in my backyard, then you guys can complain. Says you, oh, America? Oh, I don't like that America does it either. Oh no, I'm not saying that like this is not like, oh, America's great and China's bad. No, they're both bad. Yeah, no, I mean, I never, listen, there are people that are from, like, I guess maybe other countries that, like, might not know this about me. Like, I'm not, like, I'm glad to live in America. I would never want to live in any other country besides America. Like, I love the country. However, I'm even more critical of it because I love living in America. That's why I'm critical of it. I fucking hate a lot of the shit that we do. More than probably you do who doesn't live here. I hate this fucking shit. It makes me so annoyed, man.
People on the entire planet
I don't even know where to begin.
Story. Late night talk show hosts.
Drunk.
This future blacklisting is brought to you by Exter. Exter is the largest smart wallet brand on the market. First of all, this thing is a voice-activated tracker that you can set up. So if you ever lose it, your solar-powered tracker can back you up. This thing works worldwide as well, even in Taiwan. It's also slick and easy to carry around. I've actually been using this as my everyday wallet and compared this to my old wallet.
Bro, whenever I started saying that stuff about China, I said that one time, Taiwan is a country and China is a prison. And I actually had a lot of people that were like, people that were from actual like legit China, like tweeting at me, and they were fucking mad, bro. Like they were so mad about that last stream. It is what it is, man. And yeah, people were fucking furious. And they were like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you fucking, like, stupid American piece of shit. Like, you never been to China. You racist and all this stuff. I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's a real one. It's funny because, like, you hear about this shit, but then, like, you see it and it happens to you. And it's a completely different experience, man. I thought it was kind of interesting. Man, my hair is all fucked up today, man. Like, what is this? Like, I'm just trying to get my hair to not look bad, but I can't do that. It's just, like, it's so annoying. All right. Is this good? Yeah, this is about as good as it's going to get. All right, there we go. Yeah, use a brush. I got to do something. This is just embarrassing. All right, let's go.
It's like, geez. So right now, Exter has a holiday sale that runs all the way from now up until December 26th, which is 35% off plus free gift bags on your purchase. Yes, even if you have an abysmal social credit score like myself, this still applies. Just click my link below to cash.
I wonder how long until we get social credit scores in the US. Yeah, I wonder how long until that happens.
On this deal. This apology was only posted on Weibo, a kind of Chinese Twitter, so very few people had inside access. But those people began to leak other videos John Cena posted on his Chinese social media accounts. And to say they were weird is to put it very lightly. I mean, maybe some of the humor doesn't translate to English, but John Cena sitting in his car talking about how much he loves ice cream and the Fast and Furious. I mean, dude, what the hell? These are very
you know, it is what it is.
Which is exactly what
it's
happened.
A different culture.
Both John Cena and China have had a significant role in memes before. John Cena from the "You Can't See Me" meme, And this ancient one, which if you can remember this, you should be checked into a retirement home,
yeah,
like myself.
Good. Great, because a former decorated member of the United States Marine Corps needs your support.
And his name is John Cena!
Chinese memes have also been big for a few years now.
Holy
like
shit.
This one and this one.
朋友是一个坚韧不拔的纪录片，
Friends?
在香港这座城市。
But none of them
What
have
the
really
fuck?
eclipsed the social credit meme.
This is
and when this
crazy.
meme exploded, guess who was the face of it?
Oh yeah.
It's weird. I was having a conversation with a friend about
Yeah,
John
everybody
Cena, and
uses
we
that
completely
meme still.
forgot he was a wrestler or actor. We just thought of him as the China guy. So John Cena, or Yuan Cena, has taken the task of learning Chinese culture, language, and state propaganda, all for the quest to get more money.
Yep.
A man who is worth a lot.
It's gonna be 70 million pretty soon. That's what happens, right? I mean, that's always the way it goes. I don't know what else to say. Like, that's not even a bad... Like, the thing is that it's not a bad thing to, like, want to be part of another culture. It's just a bad thing to do it at the expense of, you know, like, I guess, like, your dignity. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's obviously what the issue is that it's fine to be, you know, popular in another country and people love you there, but it's like your own dignity. I think that's what people don't like. Is moral values. Well, I think also, like, nobody knows what John Cena's moral values are, right? Like, I mean, you can guess, but, like, it's impossible to really know. What I'm saying is, like, I think people are just, they don't like seeing this because they don't like China. They think China does a bunch of bad shit, and then they have John Cena up there making excuses for him, right? That's what it is. It's that
Solidarity
simple.
with Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan has nothing on the almighty dollar, or soon to be almighty yuan. So what does this story tell us all? Money rules the world. John Cena is certainly not the only celebrity that will sell themselves to China. Time will tell what's to come in the future. I mean, Reddit, Epic Games, Canadian and Australian politicians have all sold themselves to China.
Let The Rock tell you in Chinese. Uh-oh. Chinese? Ding bong ding dong his.
Everyone knows this. So it isn't really a matter of will this keep happening, but who's next?
Well, of course it's always going to be like that. Yeah, it's always going to fucking be like that. People are going to do shit, and this is the same thing I said about the gambling streams. Like, this goes back again to the gambling streams. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but, like, if there is money to be made, there are morals to be discarded. That's the way it's going to go. Yeah, I mean, that's always what's going to happen. You can get mad about this, you get pissed off or whatever, but that's just life. Like, I mean, that's the truth. It's just life. Like, people are going to do what they want to do because they want to be able to make a living. They want to take care of themselves, and they don't care about, like, a China, Taiwan. Like, who gives a fuck about that to them? They're trying to live their own personal life. They don't care about geopolitics.
So it isn't really a matter of will this keep happening,
it's
but
that simple.
Who's next?
早上好，中国！现在我有冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋，但是速度与激情就。
Okay. Okay, dude. All right, yeah, real OTK China, yeah, clearly. Big chillin', I know, I can see that. Okay, all right. I'm glad that I at least knew a little bit about this. This is a good video. I like these videos because, like, he goes and he talks about stuff that, like, he explains the questions that I think a lot of people have. You know what I mean?